Hello and welcome to In Simple Terms with Satish. Today we are talking about the hidden technology behind smart glasses. Let us start with the technology first. Smart glasses are not just normal glasses with a camera attached. They are tiny wearable computers that try to understand the world from your point of view. They may include cameras, microphones, open-ear speakers, touch controls, motion sensors, low power chips, a phone connection, cloud AI, and sometimes a small display. Here is a simple everyday example. Imagine you're walking through a train station in another country. You look at a sign, ask your glasses what it says, and hear a translation in your ear. A minute later, a message arrives and the glasses summarize it without making you pull out your phone. Then they quietly tell you which platform to walk toward. That feels like magic. Underneath, it is a distributed system. First, the glasses have to sense the world. The camera captures what you're looking at. Microphones listen for your voice and filter background noise. Motion sensors help the device understand head movement. A button, touchpad, voice command, gesture, or phone app gives you control. Second, the glasses need local compute. Some work must happen quickly on the device. Wake word detection, audio cleanup, camera processing, video encoding, display timing, and battery management. If every tiny task waits for the cloud, the experience feels slow and fragile. Third, the system decides what should happen on the glasses, what should happen on your phone, and what should go to the cloud. The glasses are small, so they cannot run everything. The phone may handle accounts, settings, network access, and media sync. The cloud may handle larger AI models, search, maps, translation, or visual reasoning. That split is the real architecture. When people say smart glasses have AI, it does not mean one model is magically living inside the frame and doing everything. Usually, it means the glasses capture context, a local chip handles fast work, the phone coordinates the request, and a larger service may help with the answer. Then comes output. Some glasses are audio first. They answer through small open-ear speakers, so you can still hear the real world. Other glasses add a display, so directions, captions, messages, or overlays can appear in your line of sight. Displays are powerful, but they add hard problems. Brightness, optics, heat, battery drain, weight, and social awkwardness. That is why smart glasses are harder than they look. A phone can be a rectangle with a big battery. A headset can be bulky. Glasses must be light, balanced, safe near your skin, comfortable on your nose, and normal enough to wear around other people. The catch is privacy. A phone camera is visible because you hold it up. Smart glasses point outward all the time. Even if the wearer is using them responsibly, people nearby may wonder whether they are being recorded. So capture lights, sounds, permissions, local processing, data controls, and clear stop states are not side features. They are part of the interface. For engineers, the lesson is useful. Smart glasses are edge computing with a social contract. Edge computing means the device does some work close to the user instead of sending everything away. Social contract means the product has to respect the people around the user, not only the user wearing it. The best smart glasses experiences will probably be short and contextual. Translate this, summarize that, remember this, tell me the next turn, answer based on what I'm looking at. The weak experiences will try to shrink a full phone app into a tiny face display. The clear takeaway is this: smart glasses are not just eyewear with electronics. They are an attempt to put a context-aware computer on your face. In simple terms, the hidden tech is the balance. Sensors to understand the world, local chips for fast tasks, phones and cloud systems for heavier AI, careful output design, and privacy rules that make the device acceptable in public. If this helped you understand the topic in simple terms, follow or subscribe to In Simple Terms with Satish. I will see you in the next episode.